Tonight, Studio One brings you the story of a man who was born to laughter, but wasn't quite sure how to give it away. A new play by one of television's most original writing talents. Performed for you by one of the most original and dazzling talents in the entire theatrical world. And by a sparkling supporting cast. Herewith, a portrait of Pagliacci among the pin-ups. The top banana who very nearly slipped on his own skin. Mr. Jackie Gleason and Company, pleased to begin.
Tell me where I can find Jerry Giles?
Yes. You'll find his dressing room right through that door behind the pianos.
Thank you.
Your hat, sir?
Oh, thank you.
He's cute. Who does he want?
Our crazy man.
How much is your doggy in your window? How much for that little hound dog? You're intruding, but come in.
Mr. Giles?
You have come to the right place.
I'm Bill Berkson.
Good.
Good what?
Good anything. Good you're Bill Berkson. You're glad you're Bill Berkson, aren't you?
Well, really hadn't given it much thought.
Oh, you're not a thinker. How do you expect to get any place if you're not a thinker?
Well, I just came 3,000 miles from New York. I didn't think once.
Now, there's a straight line if I ever heard one. Cosmo, my pants! Hey, did you ever hear the story about the midget who walked across country?
Quite a while back, yeah.
I don't like you. Who are you?
Bill Berkson.
I don't like your name either. But stick around. There must be something about you I like.
Mr. Giles, I'm with Manhattan Magazine. I was sent out here to Hollywood to do a feature story on you.
I knew there was something about you I like. Sit down, pal. And it's Jerry to you, not Mr. Giles.
Thanks.
They wrote me and told me you were coming. So you're gonna do a story on me, huh? That makes me pretty important. They don't do a story on a guy unless he's pretty big bananas.
Well, my editor feels that people are interested in you after your meteoric rise these past 2 years.
2 years? Oh. I have been rising for centuries. And here I am. The world's been waiting for me. How you gonna do the story?
Oh, I thought you might have some ideas on that. I'm pretty flexible.
Is that so? Well, suppose you hang around a couple of days. That way you can get a lot of material. Anything comes to me, I can tell you.
Okay by me.
But I'm warning you now, pal. You better get used to laughs. I'll have you laughing every minute. I just can't help it. I'll tell you a joke now. Do you want to hear a joke? Give me a category.
Monkeys.
Monkeys. Montgomery, give me a little monkey music. I get in the train, see, and I sit down. And a guy comes in, he sits down alongside of me with a monkey in his lap. Starts to pull out my tie, muss up my hair, so I get a little steam. And I go over to the conductor. I said, pardon me, pal, do you allow monkeys in these trains? He says, get in the corner quickly. Nobody will notice you. See what I mean? Give me another category. Hey, Cosmo, my pants! Go ahead, give me another category.
Mice.
Mice. Montgomery, segue into a little mouse music. A boy and a girl mouse are looking for some cheese, see? So the boy mouse gets his head caught in a mouse trap. And he passes out cold. So the little girl mouse leans over him and she says to him, Herbert, squeak to me, squeak to me. I just can't help it. I'm a one-man panel show. Oh, Giles, Giles, what a pity there aren't 150 million more like you. What a world this would be. Cosmo, my pants!
Mr. Giles.
Yeah?
I understand you've signed a long-term television contract to do your own show.
Well, I haven't signed it yet, but I will any minute. I'm not worried. Those television people have taste. Cosmo, if you're not here in 5 seconds with my pants, you're fired.
Who is Cosmo?
There ain't no such person. All right, your 5 seconds are up, you're fired. I'd just like to give orders.
About the story, Mr. Giles. I write it the way I see it, you understand? That's the agreement you made with my editor.
Billy boy, I got a big secret for you. My life is one wide open book. Of course, I tore out a couple of pages. Come in, all of you. Flo, baby, you're as welcome as an air conditioning unit in the Sahara.
Come on, give.
Bill Berkson, boy writer. Flo Stevens, girl vocalist.
Give it to
She's
me.
got to do a story on me in a magazine.
Give it to me.
Give you what, sweetie, my heart? I've already given you that.
I mean the eyebrow pencil you snitched from my dressing room. They only cost $0.25. Why don't you buy one?
Flo, baby, why do you continue this insane struggle? You know you're crazy about me. You just can't help yourself. And you better take me soon. I'm getting mighty exclusive.
Look, Jerry, let's get this settled once and for all. I want you to leave me alone. I've got a chance to get out of this business, and I'm going to take it. I'm tired, Jerry. I need some peace. You're a nice guy. I like you and all that, but you just don't fit into the kind of life I want. It's no good.
Can you imagine that? She's got to tie up with some insurance peddler when she can have me. I tell you, the world has gone mad.
It's nice to have met you, Mr. Berkson.
Thank you. Same here.
Idiot.
Giles, you are slipping. The two of us are going to have a long talk. Would you mind leaving us alone? I'll see you right after the show.
Oh, all right.
You're intruding, but come in.
A telegram for you, Mr. Giles.
Thank you. You are a good one. You know who this telegram's from?
No?
Those television people. You know what it says? It says, Dear Mr. Giles, we want you. All doors are open. Name your own price.
Congratulations. Aren't you going to open it?
Skeptic.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
I'll be looking forward to your article on Terry, Mr. Berkson.
Thanks. It's an interesting assignment.
What'd you think of this performance?
Almost as good as the one he gave me in his dressing room.
Darling, you're great. That's great. No, thanks.
Not bad.
You really think you're a nice guy? Yeah, well,
What's the word? A little sad Western Union music.
Well, what's wrong, Muttonhead? Oh, come off it, Jerry. What is it?
They don't want me, Flo. I'm not good enough for them.
The TV contract, it didn't come through? Jerry.
I was so sure.
that's too bad, Terry. I'm sorry.
Well, Jerry, these things don't always turn out. You can make another try.
Another try. Who are we kidding? I'm just not good enough, that's all. I know that now. Well, I didn't mean to push my troubles on you. You know, it's a funny thing. People just don't understand. They think a comic hasn't got any feelings. All they know about him is that he makes with the laughs. Put that in your story.
But, Jerry, you still rate pretty high in the night spots.
Sure, and upholstered garbage cans like this one. How do you think I feel? I gave the best I had, and it just didn't pay off. Flo, could the two of us, you know, I just want somebody to talk to.
Jerry, I appreciate how you feel, but no guy likes to have his girl going, well, you understand.
Sure, sure. I'm sorry I shouldn't ask in the first place. Well, good night, everybody.
Right.
Good night, Jerry.
Imagine doing that show with that telegram in your pocket. Tom, he needs to be with somebody right now.
Darling, it's got to stop sometime. He's interfered with us enough.
This is different.
I don't see that it is. I'm tired of playing the chump for Jerry Giles. You got to make up your mind. You go with him, and that's it.
See?
Look, I don't want to interfere.
It's all right, Mr. Berkson. I know what you want to say. But show business or any other kind of business, a woman doesn't like ultimatums.
Well,
It's a pity you couldn't trust me.
trust. It isn't a question of trust. Guy likes to know where he stands. I never know where I stand with him around. He knew Flo and I were engaged. What kind of a guy asks a girl to go out with him with her fiancé sitting right there? You understand that, don't you, Berkson?
I think so.
Gosh.
Hello, Mr. Warner. Hey, where's Jerry? Where's Flo?
He just left.
Well, did he tell you? Did you get that telegram from the television people? Oh, tonight I'm the happiest agent in show business. We're in. We sign the contracts tomorrow.
Contracts? But he said They didn't turn him down.
Oh, that Giles, what a character. Always making with the gags.
Yeah. Quite a gag.
If it ain't open, break it down. I'm not getting up. Oh, hiya, Billy.
Hey,
Got the story started yet?
give me time. Give me time. Only known you 24 hours. I haven't got a lead yet. I'm not even sure I can understand you.
I'm just a guy like any other guy. A little more talented, maybe, but that's all.
Nobody's a guy like any other guy. Every man is a mystery.
The whole world's a mystery, Billy. For instance, do you know where a butterfly sleeps?
No.
Well, all you have to do is follow a butterfly until it gets tired.
Okay, I'll stick right with you, Joey, till you get tired.
Congratulations, Jerry.
Thanks, Flo.
I just read the good news. Why did you do it, Jerry? Why?
You mean about last night?
Yes, last night.
It was only a gag. We're always gagging it up, aren't we? I'm always telling you how nuts I am about you, and you're always telling me what a dope I am.
You weren't joking last night, Jerry. And I believed you. I believed every word you said. I even felt sorry for you. But you just had to have it your own way, didn't you? Oh, Jerry, why couldn't you leave me alone?
Montgomery, a little boy loses girl music.
Her insurance broker walked out on her last night.
She wouldn't have been happy with him anyway.
Okay, Doc. Take number 9 out on the dimmer.
Peggy!
Okay.
Bill! Bill! How are you? What are you doing here?
Wait a minute. I saw you first. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm an AD, an assistant director on the new Jerry Giles show.
What happened? Why'd you give up acting?
Well, I'll tell you, Bill. The movie producers decided my personality was a little too strong for close-up shots, so they told me to go far away.
Peg, I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. This isn't so bad. Television's a growing medium, haven't you heard?
Yeah. Look, let's go someplace where it's a little more quiet. Huh?
I'm afraid, Bill, that this is as quiet as it's ever going to get. But tell me, what are you doing here in Hollywood?
An assignment. Jerry Giles.
Oh.
I've looked for you, Peg. Thought about you. You know, when you left New York 3 years ago, I was about to ask you to marry me.
I know, Bill. That's why I left.
Marriage and career won't mix, huh?
A frustrated actress doesn't mix with anything, I'm afraid.
All right, attention, everyone. I am here. Don't touch the body, kids. Don't touch the body. And just like the wick in a cigarette lighter, soggy with combustion. One little flick of the wheel and you got a fire. Oh, hiya, Bill.
Hi.
Hey, you picked yourself a cute one right out the bat. Nice going, pal. What's the matter with you? Somebody steal your rabbit?
Jerry, Peg's an old friend of mine.
She needs a little sweetening up. I'll tell a little joke. I go into a pet shop, see, and I say to the guy, I'd like to get a singing canary. So he sells me one, and I take it home. I get it home, and I find out the brute only has one leg. So I bring him back to the pet shop. I said, hey, pal, this canary's only got one leg. He says, what do you want, a singer or a dancer?
Mr. Giles, we used that one in our high school minstrel show, I believe.
Excuse me. I better get out of here before I turn blue.
Come on, Giles.
All right, baby.
What was that all about?
You know a singer named Flo Stevens?
Oh, yes, we've met.
Oh, well, Flo and I share an apartment out here, and we don't think he's very funny. Say, Bill, I've got to get back to work. Can I see you after the show?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
What's the matter with her? She treated me like I was snake-bite.
Oh, maybe she doesn't like you, Jerry. That's possible, you know. Lots of people don't like each other.
Oh, I don't know. These things take time. Say, Madeline, you ever hear the story about the coal miner and the chorus girl with going down?
Jerry.
I swear.
I saw the show.
Well, how was it?
It was sensational, simply sensational.
Buffo, I think, would be a better description.
It was terrific. The biggest yawks I've heard on television.
Ah, sis, from here on in, we're flying high. On a magic carpet. We're going to sit on chairs filled with $100 bills. And I'll tell you something. You're going to quit your job and we're going to move out of here.
Oh, Jerry.
We're going to get a penthouse just so we can look down and see what the poor people are
Jerry,
doing.
I don't want...
And if I see anybody I don't like, I'm going to fill a paper bag with water and drop it on their head.
Jerry.
Will you stop interrupting? A guy can't get a word in edgewise.
I am not going to quit my job.
Now, look. I don't want to pull that big brother routine with you. But from here on in, you're going to do as I say.
I work because I want to be independent.
Well, you don't have to be independent of me.
Especially of you. If I'm not obligated to you, I can keep you in line. Let's face it, when it comes to making a fool of yourself, you're well rehearsed.
Now, what kind of
While we're
talk
on
is
the
that?
subject, let's quit kidding ourselves about tonight's performance. You were off.
I know it, I know it. You do it to me every time. First you butter me up and then you swing the axe. What do you mean I was off? I fractured him. A couple of more minutes, they would have had to take the audience home in an ambulance.
What happened?
Nothing happened. I was terrific. You noticed, huh?
You weren't at your best. What happened?
Well, it was a girl. A smart, alecky, non-important assistant director.
Yes.
Well, she's crazy about me. I knew it the first minute I met her. But you know how people are. They don't like to show their true feelings.
Yes, I know all about that.
Well, she didn't want to let on that she was attracted to me. She made a couple of cracks. Ah, what do I care? I can get 100 dames, 1,000 dames.
Got some coffee brewing. You want a cup?
Yeah.
Jerry,
Yeah?
that girl. Leave her alone. Forget about tonight.
I already forgot about it.
We return now to Westinghouse Studio 1 and The Laugh Maker.
All right, turn on the sound.
And in great need of Mother Fletcher's cleaning kit. Tonight, friends, Madeline, Bertha.
That joke went over like an iron balloon. I told you I didn't want to use it. Jerry, that's the one
Don't
you
argue with
insisted
me.
on. Get $500 a week to write gags, not argue with the star.
The secret that makes this a miracle cleaning fluid is this, friends. It contains 1 part niacin, 2 parts diaphragm, and the new miracle drug, pimple cake. Better known to you as chicken fat. Now, friends,
I could have milked that for another 5 seconds if he hadn't given me a speed up. Look, don't rush me. If we need more time, get the sponsor to get another half hour.
will remove stains caused from Brussels sprouts, tobacco stains, and kumquat preserves, as well as handlebar. Strength number 2 will remove stains caused from typewriter ribbons, falling ceilings, nectarines, mushroom barley soup, and pizza drippings.
I gotta hand it to him. He's an expert laugh getter.
He doesn't get to me at all.
You hold a grudge a long time.
Flo Stevens will be unhappy
All right, let's keep it a little quiet down front. Next thing you know, we'll hit a rustling of popcorn bags and kissing in a balcony.
Price of 14 cents in your neighborhood store. And for the first 100 people who send into the studio, all call.
All right, cut it.
4, 5.
Well, you know what's wrong with the show? There's too many jokes, not enough sight laughs. Next week, give me more sight laughs. I got talent, don't limit me. And another thing, why do we have to have a commercial every 5 seconds? They come to see me, not to hear commercials. I get the audience warmed up, all of a sudden a guy comes out to sell chopped liver. All right, run it again.
Happy sleeper. We are going to give away these absolutely free introductory gifts.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be starting back in New York in a couple of weeks.
And?
Don't you think we ought to talk about it?
We sure can try.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Peggy, Trent! Peggy!
Hello, baby, what's the matter?
Wait till I catch my breath. I'll tell you in a minute.
What?
My agent said
quiet in the studio, huh?
My agent called. He said to come over here right away. I'm going to do the show. Oh, no. Oh, what a break. Oh, Bill, this is coast to coast. Oh, baby, I knew you'd do it. I didn't have a thing to do with it. My agent said Jerry. Jerry did the whole thing.
Jerry John?
I hear somebody mention my name in vain.
I said let's have a quiet in the... Sorry, Mr. Giles.
Peasant. Flo, you look as attractive as a rich orphan.
Jerry.
Hey, take it easy. The other kids will turn purple with envy.
Green.
For me, they turn purple. Good old Flo always gives me the straight line. What are you doing here?
Oh, you big lug as if you didn't know.
Your agent's got the biggest mouth since Moby Dick. I told him not to mention my name.
Jerry.
Wait a minute, baby. You don't have to thank me. You got plenty of talent. You're a great vocalist. You deserve every break you get. Well, let's get on with the rehearsal. We laid a bomb last week. Let's see if we can do a little better this time. The commercials got more laughs than we did.
Mr. Giles, sir.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. I guess I owe you an apology.
Why? You never did anything to me. Except maybe not laugh at my jokes.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
Honey, I just guess we had him figured all wrong.
Yeah.
Well, Shakespeare, find out where the butterfly sleeps yet?
No, not quite yet, Jerry. Every time I think I got you figured out, you do something to confuse me.
You know, maybe you ought to get a slant on my personal life. I got one, you know. I'll tell you what. Come up to the house tonight and meet my sister.
All right.
And oh, yeah. Bring that Peggy with you.
Hey, Joe! All right, what's more? Hey, Belle.
What's the matter with that dame?
I don't know. Who is she?
I don't know. Somebody says she's a new singer on the show.
Singer.
Yeah, she's been over there crying.
What about?
How do I know? All I know is she's crying.
It's not my department.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, did you write this?
A little something I knocked off in my spare time. Have a booze.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Hey, sis.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, pal.
What is it?
It's a little concoction Cosmo dreamed up. It's sarsaparilla with an egg in it and just a little dash of sauerkraut juice to give it a little zing.
Hey, Jerry, how about you playing this? I'm not doing a very good job of it.
Sure, honey.
Belle, is he always like that?
No, not always.
How can you tell whether he's being serious or funny?
Oh, you mean the real Jerry, Mr. Berkson? I thought writers were perceptive people.
You dodging the question?
I know when he's happy. I know when he's really joking. And I know when he's hurt.
How can you tell?
I like him. You don't, do you?
Frankly, no.
Yet you're writing this article about him.
Oh, that doesn't disqualify me. You don't have to like somebody to understand them.
But can you be objective? I'll be interested to see how the article turns out.
I'd like for you to see it. Before I turn it in.
Oh, then you are doubtful.
I didn't say I wasn't.
I think you'll find the clue to Jerry is really quite simple. I'm sure you'll hit on it. And now I'd like to ask you a question. Are you in love with her?
Peggy? I was once. Could be again. Very easily. Why do you ask?
Curiosity.
You get it? It was such a nice day, the pigeon walked all the way from Glendale to Pasadena.
Oh, no.
A little corny, huh? Think that's corny? You should have seen the first act they ever did. I was working in a sewer in Coney Island. The joint was so damp, the manager never had the water to drink. He just left the cork off the bottles. What a routine that was. Hey, I'll show it to you.
Oh, well, wait a minute, Jerry. It's getting late, and we've got an early call tomorrow.
A couple of laughs will do you more good than sleep. Hey, get a load of this. I come out with a broken-down banjo, see? I say my girlfriend gave me this, folks. She wants me to learn to play it on account of she's very musically inclined. As a matter of fact, my girlfriend looks like a musical instrument. A percussion instrument. She's got a head like a kettle drum. Every time I slug her, she rumbles. Then I say her father comes out. Nothing, huh?
Jerry, our guests have to leave.
Well, I didn't say it was good, did I? It was the first act I ever did in show business.
Thanks for asking us up, Jerry. We really have to leave now.
I'll see you at the door.
Thanks a lot, Jerry. See you tomorrow morning early. Belle,
Very
dear,
nice to
it's
come
been
by.
a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much.
All right, you don't have to say it, I know. I made a fool of myself again.
Must you play the comic every minute?
I give them what they expect.
They don't expect it. If you just relax and be yourself, they'd like you a lot more.
Will you stop picking on me, Belle? I'm sorry I yelled at you.
Jerry, did you ever think of doing an act without gags?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know exactly what you'd call it. Comedy with a heart.
You mean that drippy stuff? I'd fall flat in my face.
Oh, but it's worth a try, isn't it?
Look, honey, you run my life. Don't start running my business. Why should I take a chance like that? Change my style.
No, I don't want you to change it. I just want you to add to it. I think you ought to show people that you're something more than a fast-talking gag man. I think you ought to show that to yourself.
What would that get me?
The kind of respect you want.
Now, what kind of a crack is that?
Would you try, honey? Would you, please?
Look, you're a nice kid, you're smart as a whip, and I love you. But you gotta stop needling me. I got feelings too, you know.
Sorry.
Wait a minute, honey, you don't have to get upset about that. Come on, sweetie, you're shrinking my tie. Now, come on, I know you. First you butter me up and then you swing the axe. What's it leaning up to?
I thought you said she was unimportant.
That was before.
She's in love with Bill. Forget about her. Oh, don't you know you always see yourself through other people's eyes? If everything's going fine, then it's great. But if it isn't, you'll grow resentful and your work falls off. And you don't change until everything's going your way again.
It's got nothing to do with Peggy.
She doesn't want you and you don't want her.
How do you know? You've been hanging out with gypsies?
She's got no use for you. Can't you see that? In her eyes, you're nothing but a big buffoon.
I'll have Cosmo clean it up.
How you doing on that trek into the past?
We're on a slow train, Bill.
Why? We've wasted 3 years of our lives. We could have been married, happy.
Bill, if you must know how I feel right now, I'll tell you. I want a career more than ever. All right, I couldn't make it as an actress, but I think I can make it in television.
I see.
Oh, Bill, I couldn't bear the thought of giving up now, especially now. I'd be haunted by it for the rest of my life.
What do you mean, especially now?
Well, Bill, I'm in a tough spot. An assistant director rarely gets moved up, not unless you know somebody.
Like who, for instance?
Oh, somebody important.
How about a big-time comic? Would he be important enough?
Bill, I'm going to make it. One way or another.
Me another cup of coffee.
Right.
Especially around the stomach.
Well, I brought some coffee.
Thanks.
There you go.
How did you know I used 8 lumps of sugar?
Oh, gee, will you cut it out, please? I like you better this way. No get
All right, so I only use 5 lumps.
Some new material for the show?
Yep.
Ready?
Peggy, what are you doing in this crazy business? What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah, what do you want? Everybody wants something. Even Cosmo has dreams. Stop snoring in there, Cosmo.
Cut it out, dear. Well, I guess I'm no different from anybody else in show business. I want to get ahead.
It's a long haul.
And don't I know it. It's tough even when you have got talent.
Yeah.
Of course, a little influence always helps, too.
You know, I stand pretty high with this network. Would you like to come up sometime and see my ratings?
Oh, Jer, now, honestly, I wasn't hinting.
Oh, of course. But since I thought of it, let me follow it through. If you're good, you'll last. If you're not, you're dead. I got it. I'll introduce you to Peyton.
You will, Jerry. When?
Right after the show tonight.
Oh, bless you.
I don't know what you're so excited about. Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Of course it's worth it.
I don't know. You work, you hope, do without things, knock your brains out, you finally make it. What do you got? I've been living on laughs all my life. Laughs are my food, my drink, my sleep, my money, my friends, my applause, everything but comfort.
Oh, dear.
You know, I was a nice average kid when I was young. Then I found out I could make people laugh. And I liked it. So I made them laugh some more. I got to feel real important. And if ever they didn't laugh, well, I felt a little hurt. Before I knew it, the nice average kid was buried. He died laughing.
Oh, Jared. You're an all right guy just as you are.
I knew it, I knew it. I knew it the first minute I met you. You're nuts about me.
Oh, yes, I am nuts about you.
Well?
You don't like him, do you?
That's got nothing to do with what's in there.
These things you hint at, are they necessary? Are they true? You don't know. If Jerry sees this...
Now look, this isn't supposed to be a peaches and cream article. This is going to be read by sophisticated people, people in show business. They want an honest account, the good and the bad. I had to write it as I saw it.
But you saw what you wanted to see. This is not Jerry. You've seen how he acts when people reject him. What's he going to do when he reads this, when this is printed for everyone to read?
Your brother's a liar and a phony. I didn't print that. He's devious, vain, conceited, and at times downright vicious. I didn't print that either. I've seen him perform off stage. I saw what he did to Flo Stevens because she brushed him off. And then he uses her. Gets her a job so he can prove to my girl what a great guy he is.
Are you sure about that? About Flo? About why Jerry got her that job?
No, I'm not.
Well, then, you don't really want to print this, do you?
Why not?
You'd never be sure of your motive.
Motive?
Please. Take a little time. Think about it. Please.
All right.
You promise me Jerry won't see that?
Okay, I promise.
Thank you. His television show will be on in just a minute. You want to stick around and see it?
I've seen it.
All right, then. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, boys, tear it down. You girls are through now. Leave, huh?
Kids, you did a great job. Thanks so much. Thanks, everyone. See you Monday. Hey. Here you are. How are you? Did you see our great show?
No, I sat in the car and listened to the radio.
Oh, you traitor. Jerry gave a beautiful performance tonight.
Did he?
Yes. So you finished your story, maybe?
Well, I thought I had until, Peggy, I've got to talk.
Oh, Blake, I was looking for you. Rehearsal's been changed for next week. Will you check with the studio manager about time?
Peg, tell me about it on your time, huh?
Ooh.
Well, Peg, how did I do? What was the death
Jerry
toll?
was the greatest.
Hey, what's the long kisser for? You look like somebody stuffed your underwear.
Ha ha.
Nothing, huh? Well, are you ready?
I'm all set.
Hey, wait a minute. What is that? I thought we had a date.
You have been preempted by me. Stand aside for the better man.
Bill, I'm awfully sorry. I tried to telephone you to tell you that
Tell me what? That we're starting the same old runaround like 3 years ago?
Sing me the old song, Sambo.
I don't ever recall making any promises to you, ever, Bill.
We had a date.
And so now I've broken it. You've no right to complain. You know what I want. I've told you 1,000 times. Now, leave me alone.
Well, it's quite a setup. Everybody using everybody else. You use him to get ahead. He uses you because he's got to feed his fat ego.
Now, what kind of talk is that? What kind of a guy do you think I am?
There's a straight line if I ever heard one. Okay, I'll give you the snapper. Make room for me in this act. I'm going to be a stinker, too, for a change. There's your snapper. That's what I think of you.
Oh, ridiculous. Come on, Jerry, let's go.
All right, let me have it fast and merciful. How was
No
it?
acts tonight, Jerry.
No complaints?
No.
You liked it?
Yes.
What's the matter? The set blow up? That's it? You didn't see the show?
I saw the show.
All right, how was it?
It was wonderful.
Better than that.
Terrific.
Better.
Sensational. It was a socko stanza.
No, that's the kind of language I understand. You know, you're not dealing with a superhuman. I don't even belong on the universe.
You stick around a little while. I'll give you a cup of coffee.
Oh, no, I want to sleep. I got a lot of dreaming to do. Hey.
Huh?
Want to hear a joke?
No, I don't want to hear a joke.
You never heard this one before?
I'll betcha.
Any amount. Keep your money. I got to get to bed. I got an early rehearsal.
Jerry,
Yeah?
what happened tonight? Jerry?
We return now to Westinghouse Studio 1 and The Laugh Maker.
I did my best. I tried to understand him.
Yes, but you didn't. It's really quite a pity. You might have been a better man if you had.
I still haven't changed my mind about him.
Well, thank you for coming by. Now you'd better go. I'm expecting Jerry any minute.
Look, Belle, has Peg been here?
No. But I understand Jerry's seen a great deal of her.
You approve of that?
Of what?
She's in love with me. Has been for years.
I know.
Well, seems to me that you hold the whip hand around here. Why don't you do something about it? Why do you let it go on? Why don't you tell him he's making a fool of himself?
Because he's in love with her. You never thought of that, did you? You thought he was incapable of love. That's what you thought, huh? And you talk about conceit. You talk about vanity.
She's in love with me.
I don't care about her, and I don't care about you. I'm interested in only one person. My brother.
And I will soon be there.
Oh, what a
It's not bad, except for the last one. We'll try it again.
Okay.
And tell him I will soon be
there.
Oh, so it's you. The poison pen artist. I want to talk to you. You print one line of that stuff about me, and I'll sue you for slander.
It's not going to be printed. Don't worry about it.
You bet your swollen eyeballs it ain't.
But I'm glad you read it. I know what it did to you. You had it coming to you.
Bill!
Goodbye, Peg. Glad you got what you wanted. You did get it, didn't you?
Yes, I did get it.
Good. Then everything's perfect. Everybody's got what they wanted. Let's all keep our eyes shut. Make believe we don't know the truth. Let's make believe we're all very nice people.
All right, you said enough. Now get out.
3 years ago, Peg, I wanted to tell you, you've got no talent. Don't you know that? No talent for what you want to do. The only way you'll ever get anywhere is by lying to yourself and to everybody else.
I never lied to you, Bill.
Only because it was easier not to. But let's start now, shall we? Do you love him?
You shut off your mouth enough.
What's the matter? Afraid you'll find out you've been kidding yourself?
Go on, get out of here. You've made nothing but trouble ever since you came here.
First, I want an answer. How about it, Peg? It's a simple question. What did you answer? Do you love him? Go on, tell her.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Who said anything about anybody loving anybody?
Sorry, Jerry.
What a routine this is. With a couple of good laughs, I could fracture an audience with it. Maybe I ought to call my writers up. Boy, I can hear the dialogue now. I say to her, what do you want with a slob like me when you can have a handsome guy like him? Maybe I can do a baggy pants bit and a couple of pratfalls.
Jerry, please.
Go on, get out, get out.
Put out a clean blue shirt for you on the bed. You better hurry. You'll be late for the run-through.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. I know it wasn't right.
I just question your methods, Mr. Berkson. Because you found out that after all it really was quite simple, didn't you? He's just a guy like anybody else. Oh, he's a braggart, yes, mean, sometimes maybe vicious. But is he anything you've shown yourself not to be?
I guess you got something there.
Hey, Belle. I thought of a great sketch for next week. It's a prize fight routine, see? I get in a ring with a big bruiser, and I'm wearing trunks that come way past my knees. Oh, baby.
Jerry.
I don't feel like making anybody laugh tonight. Just like that guy in the opera.
You've got to stop trying to be something you're not. If you don't, you'll never be happy.
Don't worry, I'll change. Belle?
Yeah?
I put a new sketch in the show tonight. I think you're going to like it.
I'll have the axe ready and sharpened.
Okay. Hasbro! I want to ask you something. I may not be good looking, but I ain't bad looking, am I?
Oh, hurry up, you'll be late.
All right, I'm going. Well, am I?
Anything else, miss?
I've been looking everywhere for you, Bill.
Yeah?
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow morning?
I think I could have lied to him if you hadn't been there.
Yeah, I know.
Makes me out pretty awful, doesn't it?
No. Just stupid.
Oh, now you're going to make a big thing out of it.
For a while. Do you good.
What time tomorrow?
Early.
Bill, do you think we can make another reservation?
You sure about the career?
What career?
Oh, that was the funniest thing, Jerry. Oh, that was coffee. Hey, Doc, how about we have
What's wrong, Muttonhead?
Huh?
When you get that hangdog look, somebody's in for trouble. I ought to know.
Still thinking about that insurance peddler bit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever tell you I was sorry about that?
Were you?
No.
What is it, Muttonhead? Such honesty. Something must be wrong.
I want to ask you a question. You think I'm good looking?
Well, you're not Clark Gable. But then you're not a monster either.
1 minute, Mr. Giles, 1 minute.
Look, I'm going on. You know how upset I get. Tell me.
What more do you want? I said you weren't a monster. And you've got lots of other stuff, too.
You mean like charm?
Oh, you're loaded with it.
Funny charm, huh?
And personality.
Guy's nothing without personality.
Look, Muttonhead, what do you want? The big build-up? Okay, I'll give it to you. But remember, I mean this. I think you're the greatest. I think you're the funniest comic and the screwiest screwball and the lousiest louse. Of course, that's only one girl's opinion, so take it for what it's worth.
What an opinion. Flo, you have just proved yourself to be a girl of taste and discrimination. Hey, I'm on. I love you. That applause, that was terrific.
Oh, you big lug, why don't you wait and let me tell you you're terrific?
Oh, yeah. Belle told me if I didn't change, I'd never be happy. So, okay. You tell me. You tell me how terrific I was.
Mr. Giles, you were absolutely and positively terrific.
Who's that?
Cosmo?
Be sure to watch the new daytime TV shows Meet Betty Furness and Freedom Rings on most of these stations each week.
Next week, another new play written especially for Studio One by Stanley Niss. A melodrama as exciting as the talents of its stars. We hope you'll be with us.
Jackie Gleason appeared tonight through the courtesy of the makers of Nescafe and the Schick Electric Shaver. Tonight's production of Westinghouse Studio One will be seen by America's armed forces overseas. This is Paul Brinson saying good night for Westinghouse, who have made more than 40 million products for the American home. Hope you will be with us again next week. Until then, good night. Dresses by Hannah Troy and Will Steinman. Portions of tonight's program were mechanically reproduced.
Cool off your home with this amazing new Westinghouse Riviera fan. Put it in the window, held by its own cable. It drives hot air out. Turn it around to pull the cool air in. See this wonderful four-way fan, the Riviera, at your Westinghouse dealers.
Twice a week, enjoy.
This is the CBS Television Network.